The Southside Middle School building as we know it today was built on Hillside Avenue in 1924 to accommodate the growing number of students in RVC and the communities along the south of Nassau County. The building was designed by architect Hughes Templeton Blanchard, who designed a number of other school buildings. This building served as the high school until 1955 when the current high school was built on Shepherd Street. The building on Hillside then became Southside Junior High and is now called Southside Middle School. In celebration of this building being used to further education for the last 100 years, we sat down with alumni from Southside Middle School to learn more about their experiences.
Very poorly. It was the mid-'80s, so big, heavy sweatshirts, big baggy pants, and/or like leggings, and what were those called? Leg warmers. Yeah. A lot of the girls wore the leg warmers. Missed those. Those were kind of cool.
We wore UGG boots that were rolled over and like pink yoga pants.
Yeah, like neon colored with a lot of animal print.
Yeah.
It was like vineyard vines. And
Yeah,
like
it was very like
Abercrombie.
preppy at a point, like Sperry's, denim jeans, and then like vineyard vine shirts on top.
Yeah, and then if it was like, that would be like a Friday, but if you didn't
Right,
have
on a
gym,
Friday, right.
if you didn't have gym, you'd wear like lacrosse unlimited shorts with like crazy stuff on them, and then like a lacrosse shirt that'd be like, I love lacrosse, or I love soccer, or like soccer girl with a heart, or something like that.
Or like Uggs. Uggs were, that was when
The
they were
knit
really
Uggs.
big. Yeah, and they'd be like folded down, like rolled down Uggs. Was
And or like we'd wear kind of running sneakers like this, or something like basketball sneakers were like cool to wear during the day, which was so weird. I don't know why we did that. But it'd be like high top basketball sneakers that everyone would wear in the hallways, and it'd be like squeak squeak all the time.
A lot of students wore shorts, Nike shorts with high socks. We wore it was the high socks look. And then by 8th grade, it became the low socks. So everyone wore low socks. That was the cool look. And baggy clothes. We like to wear, like, our clothes like needed to be baggy. We needed to have like long shorts or long shirts.
There was a lot of Abercrombie, there was a lot of juicy sweatsuits, matching sweatsuits, UGG, a lot of Longchamp bags, yeah.
I think everyone, for my grade at least, went to Lax Unlimited, and they'd wear just the baggiest shorts underneath their knees of just anything lacrosse.
I'm glad you said that. So yeah, I think back then it was a baggy phase, so I probably wore like a 2X t-shirt, but like regular. I still like still the same. I think kids wear like shorts and stuff like that, sweatpants, like just still the same concept, but just probably different size.
Right. I think everyone, for my grade at least, went to Lax Unlimited, and they'd wear just the baggiest shorts underneath their knees of just anything lacrosse.
I'm glad you said that. So yeah, I think back then it was a baggy phase, so I probably wore like a 2X t-shirt, but like regular. I still like still the same. I think kids wear like shorts and stuff like that, sweatpants, like just still the same concept, but just probably different size.
Right.
I remember students wearing jeans, which is so not the case now, because everyone wears sweatpants and leggings and joggers.
Jeans and clogs was the big thing. That's everybody had to have the clogs with the fringe on them.
So I was here in the 80s, and the big thing was wearing Benetton shirts. So that
and
was
rugbies.
Rugbies, yes.
Yes, and everyone tight rolled their jeans, which all the kids in my building now, they tight roll their sweatpants, which is hilarious, and they wear their socks over their tight rolled sweatpants. Now, it's historical.
Yeah,
we didn't do that.
I can show you an example of wearing a Benetton shirt. This is me in 6th grade wearing my Benetton shirt. This is me on the stage wearing my Benetton shirt and singing Flashdance, What a Feeling, which was a very hot song at the time. Madonna, Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Diana Ross and disco.
Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, a lot of like pop music, and even like the Backstreet Boys we still listen to, Britney Spears, all that good stuff.
One Direction.
Yeah, like Justin Bieber.
I think like kind of Taylor Swift.
A little bit of
Taylor Swift. Yeah. Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
Was
Oh,
that
yeah,
like
she
the
was-
wrecking ball phase, maybe?
No, I think it was. I think it was like 8th
I
grade.
feel like we have like little videos of that.
Oh yeah. There's a picture with my hair in power buns
Yeah.
in middle school.
Yeah.
And that's definitely that.
Miley
phase.
Cyrus was pretty big. It was
Yeah.
like Hannah Montana and then like her wrecking ball phase.
Yeah.
6th grade, 50 Cent came out, and that's probably when I first started listening to rap. I was a big R&B guy, but I started listening to rap because of 50 Cent. He just kind of took over the rap game. So yeah,
we were Drake for sure.
Oh yeah, babies.
Drake.
I was like senior in high school.
I think Drake. What did you know? Drake got popular like 08?
09?
Yeah, we were in like
09.
6th, 7th grade.
Yeah.
Drake was huge with us. Lil Wayne was big.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne and yeah.
I think probably Bow Wow when I was in.
Oh wow!
Bow Wow.
You're really
50
dating
Cent.
yourself now. Saying Bow Wow.
Here was definitely Britney Spears. 50 Cent was really big. He just came out with his album, so he became really, really big. There was some others, but for the most part, it was those two that were really big in the early 2000s.
Everything. The 80s was such a great time for music. At least I think. I'm biased, right? So there, there's kind of the onset of rap, so that was cool. Especially being here at the middle school. I think, break dancing in the hallways. I remember the staircase in the back of the school, so the north staircases that go up towards the gymnasiums. In kind of that mid-level of the staircase where the stairs turns, we did a lot of cardboard boxes, a lot of break dancing in that area of the school. So there's a lot of rap. There was a lot of kind of new wave music, I guess you call it. Kind of that Euro alternative music was big, and then I suppose just kind of your classic R&B.
A lot of Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was like a teenager. He was like 15, so he was a heartthrob sensation.
Loved him.
Yeah, Taylor Swift.
One Direction.
Before they broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. One that really sticks out was my 7th grade teacher, Mr. Balch. He was one of my first social studies teachers here, and he was just such a great guy. He was both a guy who looked outside for his students inside and outside the classroom. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the greatest student in 7th grade. Got in some trouble, let's just say that. I'll never forget what Mr. Balch said to me. He came up to me after class and he said, I'm disappointed in you and your actions because you're better than that. And that really spoke to me throughout my years of life. You don't know, teachers sometimes don't know that one moment that they have with the student that can change them. And that one moment really stuck out to me. It did really change me, and it kind of set me off to a better course in my life. There was, of course, the Miss Beller, who would walk around the hallways. You would think she was like a bat out of hell. She would just run around, but she was just an awesome educator. And then I was a student who had learning disabilities. So some of the greatest teachers were the special education teachers here. I had Miss Stein and Miss Fletcher, and they were just such great women who could support me both in my endeavors in the classroom. So it was just really just great staff.
John Wiesenberg, the greatest teacher in the history of Southside Middle School.
So Mr. Wiesenberg was a student teacher when I was here. So I think my 7th grade year might have been or my 8th grade year might have been his first year here.
I'm his age now when he was coaching me, which is crazy to think about.
That is crazy. It's weird. But there's a bunch of teachers. Like Miss McGinn was here when I was here. Clearly when you were here, but Miss Hammond was here. Right. I know Miss Hammond wasn't here. I had her in elementary school. She was Miss Schaefer then.
Oterola? You know Ken Oterola?
I don't think he's here still.
He's not, but.
So the assistant principal here now, Mr. Wiesenberg, was my social studies teacher.
Me too. And he was my basketball coach. He's the best.
Who else is here? I have Mr. LeJudas, the science teacher.
Me too.
A lot of the teachers here that are still here when I was here, their names have changed. So
yeah, like Miss Marzoka was Miss Farmer, Miss Carol was Miss Salsa. So those are funny.
Yeah. Miss Nastro was Miss Kincannon, and Miss Dolan was Miss Lodico.
Yeah.
Miss Newberg, she was a music teacher here, so she was a fabulous teacher. Miss McGee was an art teacher. It's funny that I'm starting with the two subject matters where I have zero talent, but so they were great. And Mr. Angler was my basketball coach, so he certainly stands out, just as does Mr. Reed, who was the basketball coach later on at high school.
Oh yeah. Yes. Miss Collins, Mr. Wiesenberg. We had Miss McGinn too as our principal.
Mr. Balsh was my history teacher for 2 years in a row. Me and him had a really good relationship, and then also Miss Hamid was
Miss
my.
Riley.
Oh yeah. She was my advisory teacher, and then I had her for, I guess you call it like language arts in middle school. And I really liked her. Me and her were really close at a point too. So
Yeah, I remember all of them. And it was funny, they all remembered me too, which I didn't expect them to, but that's just like the community we have here.
You might be really good at one thing, and that's great, or you might be pretty good at a lot of things. But I would say, irrespective, or regardless of whichever place you might fall on that, there's so much offered now that it would be silly not to at least try a little bit of everything.
I would say just enjoy it all. Take all the teachers in.
Take it in while you can, because you'll be old one
enjoy
day.
the fun. Because it flies by. And like Ava said, just be nice to everyone. Be kind, because it doesn't hurt to be kind.
Enjoy the little things and don't stress about like something major, because it will like.
At this age, I feel
bad.
like you think everything's so serious, and I know we all did too.
Oh, we were so
were
drama.
talking
Oh my
about
God.
it like the other day, and it's
Yeah.
like looking back, none of it mattered.
I wish I didn't have a phone. I wish I lived in a
did not have a
moment.
phone during that time.
I just wish I literally just took every second in with everyone and enjoyed it all. I mean, thank God we're all still here with each
Yeah.
other, but like, time flies by. We're all still best friends. Now, me and Erin go to school together.
And live
We
together.
live together, but like, you know, you never know what can happen. So just enjoy every second. Enjoy your people. Be nice to everyone and have fun.
Try your best. Be nice to each other. Respect one another.
And there's always ways to be connected. There's always someone in the building that's there for you, willing to help you.
Yes,
Lead you
absolutely.
in the right direction, whether you're feeling sad, whether you're feeling happy, whatever the case may be, there's always someone around.
Be true to yourself. Be you. You know, it's cool to be different. In my opinion, it's really cool to be different.
Yeah, this is a tough time.
And it's a tough
that's
time.
okay.
But
Yeah.
I wish I had known that
Right.
growing up.
Yeah.